All right, here's the dog culture one for you guys. So, alligator attacks and crocodile attacks. If you go look some of these up, there's a bunch of crazy ones where the people's dog is eaten by the crocodile or alligator. And a lot of them is on the people's property. So they'll leave and come back and the dog's missing and they got to look at the videotapes and they find out that the crocodile or alligator ate the dog. And but the dog is messing around in the water. You know, the dog is loose on the property right next to waters that have these alligators in them. But they act like it's an attack. You know, oh, another crocodile attack takes down Old Blue, the 8-year-old pit bull. And we know that pit bull was out there messing around with other wildlife, trying to bite it, trying to chase it, screwing around in the water. It's not like the crocodile, was out there in the water and he had he had a plan of attack. Like, okay, the crocodile is in his natural environment. He's a natural animal. The humans live there, and they put a dog on the property that pisses and shits everywhere and barks all day while the human's gone. The human comes back, and, oh, gee, where's my dog? It's like they always treat it like another alligator attack, and we got the trapper out there, the game and wildlife. They're out there. They're going to trap them. They're going to find them. And people make this big deal about it, like, we're so sad about our dog because if the gator could do that to a dog, he's probably going to do it to a little kid. So they falsely use little kids as leverage to get their story of dog love across. A little kid can be taught to not mess around with gators. You can take a little kid out there and show him some video and show him the water, and you can supervise that kid until he's smart enough to do all that on his own. A dog will run off and mess around in the water all the time. So it's so stupid that the dog culture leverages little children, compares little children to dogs, and then uses that as a reason to go kill these gators because their spoiled dog fucked around and found out and got in the fucking water. Like, people do it all the time. They let their little dog go by water where there's even signs about alligators and crocodiles, and then their little dog gets eaten. And then they go, big news story, oh, another attack of a crocodile. He got the poor little fluffer pupper. Like, the crocodile wasn't attacking, he was feeding himself, and you allowed his food to hang out by the water. It's your fault. It's like these dogs are so protected. If a dog attacks a little kid, if a person has a dog on a leash and the dog pulls them down and it's a pit bull or a big bully breed and attacks a little kid or puts a senior citizen in the hospital, they don't typically call it a dog attack. They will have a huge story about, we're trying to figure out how the dog got triggered. We're trying to figure out why this precious family pupper just snapped after 8 years of being the perfect pupper. Blah, blah, blah. It's always the same story. And it's just so curious that if an alligator does what an alligator does in nature, eats the dog, they act like, oh my God, this was an attack. Oh. But if a dog does what a dog was born and bred to do, it's a fanged predator, especially pit bulls and Rottweilers and bully breeds. They try to blame it on the kid. Oh, the kid must have triggered it. The adult must have triggered it. We're looking into it. Behaviorists are going to have a look at the scene, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, this dog freaking attacked a human and put him in the hospital. Why don't you admit the truth and stop leveraging children to protect the dogs when dogs attack, and then leveraging children to protect dogs when they get attacked by alligators? Because that's what they do. They go on there and they cry because they screwed up and let their dog get near an alligator. They cry as if the alligator launched an attack on them. And then they make this big deal about, oh, what if the alligator does this to a kid? What if the alligator does this to a kid? We got to go vengeance this alligator or crocodile. Again, they're leveraging the whole kid part of the argument, comparing their dog to a kid and using the alligator might attack a kid argument to go freaking kill the alligator. It's freaking ridiculous. It's like dog culture is so protected that when dogs attack, it's less of a big deal. An alligator attacks a dog, woo, oh my God, he might attack a kid too. The alligator might attack a kid too. Well, your dog might attack a kid. Dogs attack kids way more than alligators do, but nobody talks about that. Did you ever realize that? With all these alligator and crocodile attacks, they'll the people will sit there and cry, my little Fluffy got eaten. We gotta get this alligator out of here because the alligator might attack a kid. Yet they'll push all these bully breeds onto society that might attack a kid, that will attack a kid, that you can freaking set your clock to attacking children. So there you go. Dogs are a protected class, and we leverage children to get our point across. Yet the dogs are the ones that are attacking children, and then we focus our attention on freaking alligators. Alligators and crocodiles are just doing their job in nature. They're just feeding themselves. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about that?